Okay. All right, let's just start off with some basic hip drops here. So it's up to you. You can lay on your back if you'd like to. You can sit upright and keep your hands on the ground behind you, or you can disconnect those hands from the ground. All versions are good. So I'm going to kind of progressively go from one to the other. You can stay with the one you like, or you can follow my lead and go harder and harder. So when we go hip drops from our back, we have our arms connected to the ground, and we're going to drop both knees off to one side. I'm going to open up my right leg as far as I can, keep my left one connected, and then let the left follow the right and going all the way across. So I'm just going to stay down here for 3 reps personally, and then move to the next one. Left one open, right one follows. Same deal, left's connected, right's open. It's already starting to open me up, which is great. That was only technically 2 reps, but I'm going to go right to my upright version. So for my upright version with the arms connected, right now I got my left hand on the ground, my left knee is connected, my right one's going to open first. So open up that right knee first. I have my left hand on the ground right now. When I'm out of room, I let my left follow, and I just transition. Now I'm on my right hand. So I'm going to go a couple here. And then we'll do the harder version of this. And only jump on board if you want to. All right, so the last version of this, we really need to create a ton of tension for stability. We don't put our hands on the ground. So the only thing keeping me upright is my core engagement. You still notice the sequence of my legs remains the same. Opening right, left is still glued. Connect all the way. Opening left, right is still glued. All right. Let's hop on up, and now let's use the maze for a little bit, like kind of like up and over work here. So this looks more complicated than it is. I've got my mace here. And right now, this is my right hand on there. And we're basically, this is totally like a ballerina, like toe point kind of thing. But I'm going to take my right leg and go across. Now, for those of you who aren't all legs, if you can't pull this off, that's okay. You can just ditch the mace and do it without. But what I'm going to do is after I come across my body, I'm going to be up and around this mace, and then I'm going to switch hands. So now I'm going to take my left, point it across, up and around the mace, and I switch hands. So literally, I'm just going across, over, switch hands when my leg is over top. Across, over, switch when I'm over top. And this is like a move that we do a lot when we go into those high lunges to really kind of like open up our hips. So if you want to do some version of this without the mace, do your thing. I'm going to just go 2 more each way and call it a day. Looks like not everybody's into this, and that's all right. 1 more. Again, I'm all legs, so this is nice and easy for me to get up and over. All right, so mace in hand. Let's just hit 20 squats quick just to get our blood flowing. So we'll do like that little lap squat switch. So on the way up, we're switching the mace. Feet stay flat for now. And actually, let's go 10 reps like this. So this is tight to my chest. We're going to find the bottom of our squat. Switching that. Of course, we've got a standing structure up top here. Crushing my mace when I'm not switching it. Try to work on more and more depth the more you go. Start to increase core engagement as you go. I got 2 more there. All right, now we're just going to do that little toe raise or heel raise in this. So it's all the things I would do if I were to jump, just my toes don't leave the ground. So a little bit more dynamic. I squat, and I get up as high as I can without actually leaving the ground. So it's a vertical hop minus disconnecting from the ground. All right, all good. All right, so let's just hit some landmarks with some arrows here. So here I am hanging out in crossbody bottom. Globe is in front of my hip. This hand is basically right in front of my armpit. So this is crossbody bottom. We're going to go to landmark 2, to crossbody top. And then we're going to shoot an arrow every time we're in crossbody top on the way up. So let's shoot that arrow. Come back to crossbody top. Now we'll do a switch. Crossbody top. We're not going to shoot the arrow until we're on the way back up. Landmark 2, crossbody bottom. 2, top, arrow. The whole way we need to have our standing structure. So we've got the ribs down in, we've got a little bit of a pelvic tuck, our knees are soft, our glutes are on. Good. One more where we keep it choppy like this, and then we're just going to flow through it. Right now, we're trying to purposely hit all the landmarks. All right. So now we're still going to hit all the landmarks, but we're just going to go right from one to the other. So I'm going to go right up to that crossbody top, into my arrow, prayer hand switch. Just one more time around the horn here. And if you're not really ripping that mace apart, those arrows, plus have all that core activation, please make sure it's there now. And and for that exact reason, let's go one more time here. So right now we're crushing the mace as we go through our landmarks. Crush, 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 crush. Get there, crossbody top. Rip it apart during the arrow. Switch. Crush mace as you hit your landmarks. Rip mace apart as you shoot your arrow. And there we are. All right. So we're going to do some different stuff today. I'm going to go a lot of timer-based work just because that seems to be a little bit easier. The first thing we're going to do is going to be a same leg. Let's say it's right leg. Forward lunge, reverse lunge, squat. Other leg. Forward lunge, reverse lunge, squat. And the only switching we're going to do is like the standard ballistic switch where you have palm up, globe, palm down, tail, and we're switching from here to there. So bottom line, it's just this is the only switch we're going to do through the entire flow. So I'm going to throw the clock on for about 2.5 minutes. Follow my lead. It's not important that you're with me on every single step as long as you get the steps in the right order. Again, forward lunge, reverse lunge, squat, forward lunge, reverse lunge, squat. We switch the mace literally every single step. All right. So until you hear the beep, we're going to roll here. All right, I got my globe on the right. I'm starting with my right leg. It's really up to you, but here we go. We got our step 1 forward lunge. Switch the mace into our step 3 lunge. Switching into that squat and switching out of the squat. Make sure, again, we're crushing the mace. We have our structure the entire way. We don't lose it. We're soft on the mace, obviously, to switch. That's the only time we're soft on that mace. If you want to start to increase your pace, go for it. I'm about halfway done right now. Just keep on rolling. I want to see what everybody looks like. 30 seconds left. So Gina, try to make it forward lunge, reverse lunge, squat if you could. Same leg. All look good though. We have about 5 seconds left here. 3, 2, 1. Call it a day. So that definitely woke everybody up, got your heart rates high. So, Gina, I might have like seen something I didn't really. I thought you were going forward lunge, and squat versus forward back squat. That's all.
Okay. I was like, what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing.
Quite all right. All right, let's play around a little bit here with a flow where our steps will remain the same the entire way through, but we'll change what we're going to do with our mace. So 3-step flow is real simple. Here are the 3 steps. So the entire way we cycle this. You cycle forward lunge to side lunge to dragon lunge. We alternate the leg that we're walking with. So the first cycle through, it's the same. It's just going to be our ballistic switches, nothing fancy. Then we're going to throw 2 other variables. So the whole point of this is to show you, like, with the same footwork, we can layer in different mace work if we so choose. So let's start off with 2 minutes, just the regular old ballistic switches, nothing fancy. So I'm going to go forward lunge, switch my mace into side lunge, switch my mace into dragon lunge, switch my mace so that way I can go with the other leg. That's round 1. Round 2, as we like recover and catch our breath, I'll show you how we're going to do that. So same idea. I'm going to shorten this down to 2 minutes. All right, I'm going to go right leg first. Forward, side, dragon, switch legs the entire way. Follow along if you can. Globe on my right. All right, so right into our step 1. Forward lunge, switch the mace into our 2, switch the mace into our dragon. Now we switch the mace, so you switch the mover. Left forward, left side, left dragon. Switch. You can make them high like I'm doing if you want to. You can take them low if you want to be a little faster, but pick one of those 2. And now you keep rolling. Let's see what you look like. Got less than 30 to go here. All good. So think again, like when you're not switching the mace, crush that mace. Put some tension in there. Good, Gina. I love that dragon lunge there. And Jean, I'm okay with that arrow. You just don't need to do it if you don't want to do it. But you're so used to it. You're just like patterned. Shut it down right there. All good. All right. So as you're recovering here, we're going to play around with something a little different that we have done before. So this is that whole like throwing your chi kind of a deal. So here's how we're going to do this. And then I'm going to show you how we're going to blend it into the same exact footwork. So the move itself basically is this. We come down, we take the offhand to create the momentum, to throw our mace out, and we bring it back. So we're not going to just do ballistic switches this time around. We're going to incorporate that into our 3 steps. So on our forward lunge, Mace is there. Nothing fancy. As we push back and go into step 2, which is your side lunge, we basically enter into prayer hands to punch down into that side lunge. Then we take that free hand, we toss it into our dragon. And today we're not going to go back into our side lunge. We're just going to come back to center, switch. So let's do that together real quick if that's okay here. So right now, I've got my globe on my left. This would represent a left leg forward lunge to start. So here we are. Globe on the left. Let's pretend like we're doing a little left leg forward lunge. As you push back to center, you're going to prayer hands hold. You're going to punch into that side lunge left. Now really, use your left hand to toss this mace. As we're tossing the mace, we're going into our dragon, and then we're coming right back to center. We don't even need to switch the hands up. We just go right there, and now we're set up for our right leg. So again, same footwork, that's our pattern. So I'm going to just run right into it because this isn't new for anybody. 2 minutes again. We are going to switch sides as we go. Right leg to start. So right leg forward lunge into my step 1. I'll go real slow the first time on both sides. Forward lunge. I step back and I go to prayer hands. Left hand's going to grip the mace, and we're going to punch into our side lunge right. Right hand's going to go on the globe. I'm going to toss my mace out into my dragon, and then punch back down so I'm right in front of my body here. Then the left hand will stay near the globe. We flip it. Globe's down on my left. Left leg forward lunge. Press back to prayer hands. Punch into your side lunge. Use your left hand. Toss it into your dragon. Punch it right back down in front. Right hand stays near the globe. We're going to go a little quicker now. One more with me. Give me one more per side despite that alarm if you don't mind. Well, looking good. So John, you always got a little funny. I think what you were doing there, at some point you switched extra. So let's say I was like forward lunge here. We go prayer. My left hand was the one on the globe. Now the right one takes over. Somehow I think the same hand was staying on there. So outside of that, they look good. All right, so let's throw another variable into play here. Here's our plan of action. So we've gone into cradle holds before and shot arrows from cradle holds before. That's what we're going to end up doing here. So here's the idea. There's my cradle. That should look familiar to everybody. So make sure we're on the same page with how we get there. I got my palm up on my globe side, palm down on my tail side. If you watch, the tail passes in front of my face, and I end up in this cradle hold right here. If we're going to shoot an arrow from this place, we need to grip the globe side with the palm up with this free hand. So if you look, I'm going to go right in there with that free hand. This hand, as I slide it away, has to be palms down. So I'm going to kind of glide it along the mace and end up with this palms down. So I look like this. Good. Now let's go the other way. So go right to cradle, and this should have you switching sides. So Jeannie, yep, other way. There you go. So that tail passes in front of your face. Palm up on the globe, palm down the tail. Good. Let's do it one more time here. Each way, that is. So there's our cradle, right to arrow. And again, this is called hidden arrow. Good. Now, we're going to be doing the same steps. So here's how I'd like to do this. We're not going to be all that complicated, really. We're just going to incorporate that hidden arrow piece on our dragon lunge, and that's about it. So here's what we'll look like. I'm going to be in forward lunge to side lunge. When I'm in my side lunge, that's where I'm going to go here. And when I'm in my dragon, that's when I'm going to shoot that hidden arrow. We're here, then we would need to switch the mace to switch sides. So why don't we just do one together real quick, just so everyone's on the same page with the hand transition. So right now, I'm on my right. I'm going to go into a right leg forward lunge. There. Good. Now, we're going to do that regular switch into our side lunge with that right leg, which is here. Good. Now, you got two options. You can do this here, or if you're feeling brave, you could do it on the way. And when I connect that foot, that's when I shoot that arrow. Good. Come back to center. Let's do it the other way. So left leg's the mover now. Left leg forward lunge. Transition that mace like you normally would into the side lunge. And I'm going to go 2 for 1 here. So I'm going to cradle as I plant, and once I plant, I shoot my arrow. So that's the new layer over top with the same exact 3-step flow. So I'm going to put my globe on the right, and we're going to start off with that side. Once again, 2 minutes. I feel like we're doing a little bit more moving today than we might normally, which is not a bad thing. All right, follow my lead if you could. Globe on the right, right leg's the mover. Switch. 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 I'm going to face you on purpose here. Switch. If you notice, what I'm starting to do here is I'm going to continue the movement of my mace here. So I don't have any definitive pauses between that side lunge and the hidden arrow. So my mace is still moving. My mace is still moving till I end up in that cradle. I just finished that out. I don't think we have much time here. Finish whatever side you're on there. All right, and relax. So same flow with the footwork, 3 different layers of how we can move that mace. Grab a sip of water really quick if you don't mind. Depending on time, we might actually come back to that one more time, potentially. But for now, we're gonna get into some horizon switches. All right, so if you could, grab your maces. We're gonna be in like landmark 2, essentially. palm up on the globe, palm down the tail. And everyone in the room, I believe, has done these switches before. We're going to just start off doing it just static. So the way I set this up, I'm right now, this is my left hand for my globe. I would take my mace off to my right hip, and the lateral view is now my globe is out in front of me. So just literally go from here to here. Then our horizon switch, the mace moves on the horizontal plane. So I'm around, and I'm on that other hip right away. So if I go slow-mo, I'm sliding my hand, sliding my hand, sliding my hands, and then I'm sliding the other hand off. So I never have a point in time where I just have one hand connected. I'm gliding one or the other at all times. So here we go. If you notice, they come wide and around. We're not throwing a hook, obviously, because our elbow's not bent, but we're coming out this way, and we're trying not to go underneath. Give me a couple more of those. All good. All right, so now let's add a little something to this if we could here. So we've done the 180 before. We're going to do that again today. At some point, just to warn you, we're going to try a 360 with this, but let's go one step at a time here. So here's our 180 switch. Now the 180 switch, the mace movement is identical. We're doing it out of a side lunge, and we do 2 steps. So forget my mace for a sec. From here, here's step 1. That was a 90-degree turn to my left. Here's step 2. That's another 90-degree turn to my left. So it's 1, 2, 1, 2. So I put that mace in. So let's rep this out and actually have you go for about 45 seconds, just back and forth, just with that one transition, if you don't mind. Actually, you know what we're going to do? We'll do 30, and then we'll switch sides. So can everybody get into a side lunge left to start? Left side lunge. So Cheyenne, just switch your mace. Yep. All right. So all of your transitions are towards the straight leg. So right now, Jean, if you don't mind, give me a left side lunge, if that's okay. Into your left, if you could. Yep. There you go. So now we're all going to go this way, just so we're on the same page. So 1, 2, 3, go for 30 seconds. Good. So 2 steps there. You've done this before, I swear. Look here, ready? I'm with you, John, right? So here's the footwork. 90-degree turn, 90-degree turn. There it is, you got it. Everyone looks really good there. All right, and done. All right, switch sides. So everyone into a side lunge right to start. And then now all your switching is going to be that way. So globes on the left, you're on a side lunge to your right. This first step, well, actually all these steps this way are going to be left. So towards your straight leg, 90-degree turn, 90-degree turn, 1, 2, 3, and go, 30 seconds. Yes. All good. Now, if you want to get fancy, you can take that mace higher in the air. You can technically even do that switch over your head if you're feeling it. You don't need to, of course. There it is. I personally like going high on this when I swing that mace around. Good. We got 5 seconds left here, and then we're going to build a flow. So we got 2, 1, call it a day. All right. So let's build our flow out here now. So we're actually going to have 2 horizon switches. There's one sketchy part to this. At a certain point, you're going to lose the visual on me because you're going to be turned around. Sorry in advance, but we're going to try this. Now, the good news is after you turn around, it's pretty easy to put this flow on a loop. So, Gina, you saw this, I guess it was yesterday in a session. Some of you have probably seen this flow before, but it's a little tricky at first, but once you get it, we're all good. So here's our deal. I'm going to face you so you can see my mace work. I've got my globe. I'm going to go on my right here. So our first 2 moves are like this. Forward lunge, and then with this right leg, I'm going to go into a reverse lunge and put the mace on this left hip. So I'm here. Okay. So lateral view. And then we're going to do our first horizon switch. So I'm going to swing my mace around, and my left leg becomes my side lunge leg. So I'm going to give you the whole thing. We're going to break this up into 2 pieces. From here, I'm going to do my horizon. My left leg's my straight leg, so I'm going that way. And then we got one more move off my bent left leg. That's where my load is right now. I'm going to go dragging an arrow. Now, when we put this on a loop, I don't need to move my mace. I will just go right back to forward lunge, reverse lunge, here, here, here. So let's break it up into little pieces though first, shall we? So let's go, everybody, globe on the right. I'm going to show you my back right away. Let's go 3 on one side and 3 on the other side. So right leg is the mover right now. Globe on the right. Right leg forward lunge for me. Take the mace to the left hip as you go right leg reverse lunge, horizon switch into a right leg side lunge right. Center, switch. Right leg forward. On the hip in that reverse, swinging around and side lunge right. Back to center, switch. Forward, reverse, horizon into your side lunge. Good. Don't move the mace. Gloves on the left. Left leg becomes the mover. Forward lunge. Mace on the hip for reverse. Swing it around to the side. Switch. Forward. Mace on the hip. Swing it to side. Switch it. And we're all going to stay in that side lunge left. 1, 2, 3. Left leg forward. Mace on the hip. Horizon up. Pause. Question. Which way would we do a horizon switch right now if we're doing the 180?
To the straight leg.
Yep, to the right. So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Horizon switch. Face away from me. Pause. No one move. Right leg. Dragon lunge. Shoot the arrow right. Beautiful. So now my right leg's in a dragon lunge. My arrow's to the right. So right now my globe's on my right. Take a right leg forward lunge. To right leg reverse lunge with the mace on the left hip. Pause. Horizon into side lunge right. Beautiful. Full horizon switch 180 left. Yes. Everyone should be loaded on their left leg right now in their side lunge. Left leg dragon lunge arrow left. Beautiful. All right, now keep the mace there. Left leg forward lunge. Mace on the right hip, left leg reverse lunge. Swinging around to side lunge left. Pause. Everybody, horizon switch right, 180. Beautiful. All right, right leg push off, arrow right. Good. Keep the globe on the right, right leg forward lunge. It's all good. To the reverse lunge, horizon around to side lunge right. Full 180 horizon left. Good. Push off the left leg. Good. That's it. And pause for a sec. So Gina, at what point do you feel like you lost it?
When you said push off the right leg.
Did I say the wrong side?
I don't know.
Okay. I very well might have. By the way, there's a ghost behind you.
Get out of here.
All right. So look, bottom line there, Gina, like after you do your 180, right? So I did my 180 turn. It's whatever leg I'm loaded on, that's going to move into my drag.
Okay.
If I'm going to side lunge right, right leg goes dragging. If I'm going to side lunge left, left goes dragging. So the footwork looks like this. If I do the 180 horizon, bang, bang, loaded left, left goes into drag. If I do my 180 the other way, right leg's now the loaded leg, and that goes into drag. So if I say the wrong thing, you think you got me now?
No, you didn't say the wrong thing. I got it.
Okay. All right. So let's do this thing. Let's go 2.5 minutes. I'll do it with you. You're only going to have me for 50% of this. And then just to warn you, we're going to try Horizon 360s today. Just saying. All right. Let's go globe on the right, and let's go together.
On the right. Okay.
All right. Right leg forward lunge. 1, 2, 3. Right leg reverse lunge. Mace on that hip. Swinging around to side lunge. 180 horizon left. Left leg. Push off that left leg. Drag and shoot the arrow to the left side. Keep the mace where it is. right to left leg forward lunge, left leg reverse lunge with the mace on the right hip, horizon into that side lunge left, 180 horizon right now, loaded on my right leg, so push off that right leg, drag an arrow. Right leg forward lunge. The right leg reverse lunge, mace on the left hip. Horizon into side lunge, 180 horizon left. Left leg dragon, arrow left. Keep that glove on the left leg forward lunge, mace on the right hip, left leg reverse lunge. Swing around. Full horizon, 180 right. Loaded on the right leg dragon arrow. Keep this mace where it is. Right leg forward lunge. Right leg reverse lunge. Horizon to side. 180 horizon left. Left leg is loaded, so left leg moves into dragon arrow left. Left leg forward lunge. Left leg reverse, mace on the right hip. Swing in the side lunge. Horizon 180 right. Push off the right, dragon arrow. Right leg forward lunge. Right leg reverse. Horizon right. Full horizon 180 left. Push off that left leg, dragon arrow. Left leg forward lunge. Mace on the right hip, reverse lunge. Horizon left. Full 180 horizon right. Right leg dragon arrow. Stay with it, I'm gonna watch. Let's see who has this thing. Good so far, across the board. Yes, Cheyenne, yes, Gina. All good. And done. So catch your breath for a sec. We're at the bitter end here. So Cheyenne, here's what you do. When you get messed up, it's during that 180. So sometimes you load the wrong leg. Here's what I mean by that.
Yeah.
I'm loaded to my right. When I'm all done, I should be loaded on my left. So here's 1, 2. From your camera perspective, I'm always gonna be loaded on this side. 1, 2. When you get messed up, sometimes you do this. You just come back to the other side. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I only caught it once or twice. There might be other stuff going on, but that's the thing I caught on you. Everything else is pretty damn good, though. All right. Let's play around some 360s here quick. So the horizon switch is the same, but now the real difference is instead of 2 90-degree turns, it's 280-degree turns. So we're not even going to do like this big fancy thing. Let's just work on that. Looks really cool if we can figure it out, though, by the way. That's what really matters here. All right, so we've been going here and there. Instead, now we're going to kind of walk across the room. So I'm going to push off my right leg right into a 180. Left leg now, right into a 180. So I'm there. I do realize how much this is dance. I get it. But let's see if we can play around with this for a second. So I'm going to give you my back. No mace for a second. Let's get to a side lunge right together. Okay. So step 1, you're going to have to face away from me, unfortunately, but it's a full 180-degree turn, planting your right foot. The feet are side by side here. Okay, now we're going to have to move the left leg, and the left leg will end up in a side lunge, and you do a full 360 in this case. So you should be facing back towards me, loaded on your left leg. So let's go for it. You're going to pivot left into a left leg side lunge. Kind of, sort of. Most of you guys do. Work your way over this way if you don't mind right now. Left leg loaded. 2 turns. Push off the left leg. 180-degree turn facing away from me. Right leg opens up into a side lunge, and you should be facing dead on me, and you should work your way across the room. If you're not there, that's okay. Load up on the right leg again. 180-degree turn, facing away from the camera. Left leg, pivot again, facing towards the camera. Let's see if you can do that a few more times. Go ahead. Start off on the left. So everyone, if you're starting that on the left, you should work your way to the right and vice versa. So Jean, you're good. Take your right leg now to your left in the side lunge. Yes, that's it, Jean. Keep going, keep going. That was it. That was it. You just need, that's exactly it. Good, you nailed it. Can you work your way back? So John, stay where you were there for a sec. So face away from me again. Take your left leg to the right to side lunge. Yep, got it. Is anyone struggling or are we okay?
Okay.
Gina is, all right, so Gina, it's up to you. If you want to just keep playing around with like the 180, that's okay. Otherwise, everybody else, let's try this thing out. Let's put the mace in hands. It's 29 after. I'm gonna probably have you go to like 33 or something like that. If you're okay, bail if you need to bail. That's okay. Jean, it's 29 after right now, just so you know. You're out of here. Okay, no problem. All right, so let me give you the visual aid first. So you feel like somewhere in between a ballerina and a ninja on this. I'm not sure which you feel like more of here. So here I am. Are we willing to try this thing?
Sure.
All right, so Gina, that if you want to, again, stay with the 180, cool. If you want to try to keep up, cool, all right? So what would you rather have, my back right now?
Yes.
Done. I'm going to go to side lunge right on the right-hand side of the camera here.
Side lunge.
You're alone. I'm going to do my 280-degree steps. I'm walking my way 2 steps to my left, ultimately. Just I'm pivoting along the way. So here we go. Push off the right leg first, step with the left leg second. Side lunge left right now. 2 steps to the right. Left leg first, right leg second. Good. Side lunge right now. 2 steps left. Right leg, left leg. Go. Side lunge left. 2 steps right. Left leg, right leg. 2 steps left. Right leg, left leg. 2 steps right. Right leg, left leg. 2 steps left, right leg, left leg. 2 steps right, left leg, right leg. Let me see it. Keep doing your thing. By now, either you have it or you don't, I think. Gina's got it. Good. Yes. At least the 360s even out, so you shouldn't be dizzy. Period.
I am busy, Joe.
You are?
Yeah.
You shut down whenever you need to. Good.
I know.
All right, shut it down. Everyone's got it. So we might as well use this thing before we part ways and I go get my vaccine. So let's do this because who knows when I'm exercising again. So let's use our last 3 minutes here. Let's make this like a very simple flow. I just want to have some steps involved in this besides what we're doing. So why don't we just make it a forward lunge? So we got something like a step 1 in the middle. So let me show you what I mean by that. So right now, ultimately, I need to go that way so you can see me. So I've got my globe on my left already. I'm going to be a left leg forward lunge, switch it into my side lunge left, and then I would switch my mace into a right leg forward lunge and switch it back. So I'll cue it all, but I want to add, something additional here. So let's do this thing. Let's say we'll go 1.5 minutes here, nothing crazy. And then you can do whatever you need to do to make your legs feel better. All right, we goodish? I'll take goodish. I'm going to start over that way with my globe on my left for a left leg forward lunge into a left leg side lunge. So 1.5 minutes. Let's do this thing. Globe on the left leg forward lunge. Switch the mace to side lunge left. 2 steps right to the 360. Left leg, right leg. Pause. Bring the feet together. Switch your mace. Right leg forward lunge. Holistic switch into side lunge right. 2 steps to the left. Right leg, left leg. Feet together. Switch the mace. Left leg forward. left leg side lunge. 2 steps right, left leg, right leg. Good. Now I'm gonna stop having you pause and come back to the middle. Switch the mace, right leg forward lunge. Switch the mace, right leg side lunge. 2 steps left, right leg, left leg. Good. Switch the mace, left leg forward lunge. Switch the mace, left leg side lunge. 2 steps right, left leg, right leg. Switch the mace, right leg forward lunge. Switch the mace, right leg side lunge. 2 steps left, right leg, left leg. Switch the mace, left leg forward. Switch left leg side. 2 steps right, left, right. Do your thing, everybody. Let's see what you look like here. Yes. Give me one more if you don't mind, and then we're officially done. Great job. Done. All right, who felt like a mixture between a ballerina and a ninja there? Anybody? A little bit of both? Cool. All right, everybody did a great job today. Everyone feeling okay?
Yeah.
Good. Gina, you're looking a little tired now by the end of that.
I have my mic muted so you can't hear me cursing you.
That's a really, really good move. Just only because
right?
you did it on your internship. So yeah, wise move. And you're hanging in there, you okay?
Yeah.
Cool. And Jody, obviously, with given the cert you just did, you're fine.
Yeah. It was
Is that
awesome.
the first time you did 360s?
Yes.
Okay. They're fun. They're like a lot of fun. At least I think they're a lot of fun. Not everybody does.
I'm game.
Cool. All right, everybody. Well, wish me luck. And
I know. Good luck, Joe.
thank you. Jody, I'll see you in a week. Cheyenne, no problem with Thursday. That's fine. It's just unless I'm like not in a good way, and
Yeah.
I'll let you know. And then Friday I'll see you there as well too. Okay.
Okay. So we're not meeting today at all, right? Just checking.
Yeah, I probably didn't give you the heads up on that. Like, I mean, if you want, you can observe from like 10 to like 11:45. I mean, that's up to you.
It's okay. I'll let you rest.
Okay, since you're getting your Fridays in anyway, you're good.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, have an awesome day.
Thanks. You
Thanks
too.
so much.